Today on Documentify TV, we are talking about one of America's most puzzling old mysteries, Dighton Rock. Picture yourself standing by the Taunton River in Massachusetts. The water gently touches your feet as you look at a huge boulder. Its surface is covered with strange symbols that have confused historians and researchers for hundreds of years. This is Dighton Rock, a 40-ton giant that has kept its secrets for a very long time. Our story starts during the last ice age, when huge sheets of ice moved across North America. As these ice giants melted away, they left behind many big rocks, including the gray-brown sandstone boulder we now call Dighton Rock. It's 5 feet high, 9.5 feet wide, and 11 feet long. This big rock ended up in the Taunton River, where it stayed partly underwater for thousands of years. Let's jump to 1680. An English settler named Reverend John Danforth finds this strange rock with mysterious carvings on it. He didn't know that his discovery would start a debate that's still going on today. The carvings on Dighton Rock are a confusing mix of lines, figures, shapes, and unknown writing. Over the years, people have thought these carvings were made by many different groups, and each idea is more interesting than the last. Many experts, including George Washington, thought the carvings were made by local tribes, maybe the Wampanoag people. They think the symbols show animal tracks, human figures, and maybe even stories from spiritual journeys. In 1837, a Danish writer named Charles Christian Raffin said the carvings were left by Norse explorers. He even claimed he could read a message saying, "Thorfinn and his 151 friends took this land." Ezra Stiles, who used to be in charge of Yale College, suggested in 1767 that the marks were Phoenician writing, showing these ancient sailors had reached America. In 1912, a Brown University teacher named Edmund Burke Delabar thought the carvings were made by a Portuguese explorer named Miguel Corte-Real in 1511. He said he could see Portugal's coat of arms and the explorer's name in the rock's marks. More recently, in 2002, a writer named Gavin Menzies said Chinese explorers made the carvings during a trip in 1421. In 1963, people who wanted to protect Dighton Rock took action. They carefully moved the 40-ton boulder from the Taunton River to a special museum. Here, safe from weather and people who might damage it, Dighton Rock continues to fascinate visitors and researchers. Even though more than 1,000 books and articles have been written about Dighton Rock, and people have come up with more than 35 different ideas, we still don't know who really made the carvings. Time and weather have worn away at the marks, making them harder and harder to understand. After looking at all the evidence and different ideas, we think it's most likely that the carvings on Dighton Rock were made by early native people in the area. The style and content of the carvings are like other rock art made by Native Americans in other places. But it's possible that the carvings were made over a long time, with different groups adding to or changing the existing artwork. The more unusual ideas, while exciting, don't have much solid proof. It's important to remember that sometimes our wish for a surprising or unexpected explanation can make it hard to see the truth. The simplest explanation, that the local people created these marks, might be the right one. That said, the mystery of Dighton Rock reminds us of the rich and complex history of people in the Americas. It encourages us to keep exploring, asking questions, and trying to understand the things left behind by those who lived here before us. As we wrap up this video, we think about how Dighton Rock shows us that even in our modern world, there are still mysteries waiting to be solved, stories yet to be told, and discoveries yet to be made. That's it for today's video, folks. See you next time, right here on Documentify TV.